Tim. Hey, congratulations! Few episodes into season two of Surreal Estate. I mean, it's so exciting this season.
Thank you. I think it is.
So tell us about how much of the changes from the first season. I'll start with Tim. I mean, Tim, where are we going with Luke's powers? I mean, don't we miss it?
Yeah, Gig, that's the understatement of the century, if you're asking me. Yeah, well, I do love in season two. Season one was so fun, but it was a lot of foundation to set up that world of Surreal Estate and introduce all the characters and really discover the tone and figure it out. So season two, we had all that, so that was great. The only problem is that as much as the foundation was there, all of a sudden my other gift is taken away. So I'm still kind of figuring things out season two, which is kind of fun because I feel just as lost as I did season one, season two, even though it's more grounded. But yeah, I want my powers back too.
Sarah, of course, your character, you know, into real estate, join into this supernatural realm, and trying to find herself as Susan for herself. Tell us about Susan's journey thus so far, and her struggling whether she wants to be part of this.
Yeah, I mean, her journey's been such an interesting one because she came from, a really high-powered agency to the Roman agency, which she really knew nothing about. But ultimately, it ended up, I think, being by far the best move that she'd made because she found a group of people that I don't want to say like misfits, but I think a general term of, misfits that she oddly actually fit into, and found a wonderful groove, I think, in the first season with Luke and the rest of the team, and everyone really started trusting her and her ability to sell these houses and get on board with everything that the Roman agency represents. And then in the second season, we kind of meet her at the top running this agency while Luke is gone, and things just slowly start to fall apart a little bit, with Luke coming back. I think partially, based on his ego and how he's feeling about his loss of powers, but then also this house that she's found and what the house is starting to do to her. It's a little bit of both working all at once. So she's had such a roller coaster of a time, I think, in these past two seasons leading up to, the last few episodes, and a roller coaster through the second season all the way to the end. So I'm excited to see how it all resolves.
Yes, absolutely. And Tim, I know Luke is going through quite a journey in the second season too, because of the relationship between his mother and father through this season. Can you tease us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but we are going to delve into Luke's past, and it is as complicated as you thought it would be. And this is coming from the fact that his twin sister pretended to be his mother and tried to murder him. So you can only imagine how complicated it gets. But yeah, I'm excited to see it, to be honest. To be honest, watching this season, I'm actually really excited that we're getting into the other characters' past. Two of my favorite episodes were getting into Augie's past and seeing him in with a relationship and his past relationships. And just last week, Adam Corson's episode, Father Phil, with his sister, was equally heartbreaking and just ended beautifully with him and his partner. And I just thought getting into all the characters' pasts are so interesting.
I know it's quite a journey for the second season because there's a lot more character development than I've seen before, and hopefully it all ends well is what I'm trying to get to.
Hopefully. I mean, well, it's, I guess, well, it remains to be seen, but it's, you know, fingers crossed that we get the resolution we want.
Sarah, about that house, because it's always strange to be in a house. I don't know. We always have those possessed house of like Amityville villains, and so
Yeah.
how was it? You know, basically progressing through with that as how the house as a character, as a haunt itself, because I know your character is going to go through a lot.
Yeah. The interesting thing about working with the house, and I guess I actually say that because it was, it really is its own character in this season. And we actually interact with each other considering it's just a house. So that was a really fun challenge for me too. I think the thing that, kind of sucked about the only thing that sucked about that storyline was that I was alone a lot. It was like me in that house, and I would go to work and I would have all day where I wouldn't see any of these guys, and I would be sitting like days on end where I would be sitting in this house, working with this house alone. So that was the only downside. Luckily, we have a wonderful crew, but it's I thought it was such an interesting storyline to write, and we've seen so much of what's in these houses. We haven't seen a house itself start possessing somebody. So I just think our writers do such a good job of coming up with these storyline, like where they come up with these storylines, I do not know, but I thought it was such a thrilling way to handle this season for Susan's character.
That is so true. And Tim and Sarah, for both of you, do you personally believe in the supernatural? Who wants to do this?
I do. I totally do.
Yeah, it's just that I get asked that question the most, and I just wish once I could say, "Oh, it happened to me," but it's never happened. I've never seen anything or felt anything kind of out of this world. But do I believe? Yes, I believe.
But just a little skeptical, and you only believe if you see it, right?
I don't know. There's just so much that we can't explain that I
That's
don't
it.
know. I just, yeah.
I don't
have
even
proof
need
to
to
know.
see it to believe it.
Yeah.
I think it's there. I just haven't seen it yet.
Well, you know, this is why you two do it well in the surreal estate. Thank you very much for carrying this conversation about the second season. Only a few episodes left, so people are going to be very excited, and I will need to turn off my home devices just in case.
Yes, please do, as a warning. Yeah, all home devices need to be turned off.
That's good.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.